We will start with hands at heart center. Start with your hands at heart center. Fingers are close together, pressing our thumbs into our heart. And we'll just start with a couple minutes of deep breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. And come back to your natural breath. And we're just getting ready for a good practice today. Getting our minds and our bodies ready. And feel free to set an affirmation or an intention for your practice today. Affirmations start with I am, I will, or I choose. And just breathe in that affirmation. Breathe out any negativity. Take one more breath. Release the hands. If you want to keep your eyes closed, feel free to as we start rotating our head to the right side. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Move with your breath. Inhale back, exhale forward. Do the same thing, start rotating your head to the left. Inhale back, exhale forward. Couple more times to the left. Bring your head back to a neutral position. Take your hands, place them on your shoulders, roll the elbows backward. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Move with your breath. Inhale up, exhale back and down. And if you're watching on YouTube, or if you all know anyone who's watching on YouTube, can you just type in the chat and let me know if you can hear me or not? Because it's not showing me those little green dots it usually does. Moving through the shoulders, couple more times, moving the elbows backward. And do the same thing, roll those elbows forward. Bring the shoulders back to neutral. Release the hands. Let's inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Push the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands. Start to twist to your right side. Left hand on the outside of right knee. Right fingertips face the back wall. And then bring your gaze over this right shoulder. Take it, inhale, come back up to center, interlace the fingers, press the palms away again. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the outside of left knee, left fingertips face the back wall, gaze over your left shoulder. Take an inhale, come back up to center. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away again. Exhale, release the right hand down to the ground. Let the left arm come up and over. If you're comfortable with letting your right forearm come down, you may. Take an inhale, come through the center. Exhale, lower that left arm down. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale, come back up to center. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms away again. Exhale, release the hands. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Chin lifts up towards the sky. Nice deep breaths with the open heart. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands from behind you. Bring your arms out wide on either side of your body. Take an inhale with the arms wide. Exhale, cross right arm over left, grab either shoulder. Back is nice and tall, chin tucks down to your chest. Release the shoulders, inhale, come back out wide. Exhale, cross left over right, grab either shoulder, tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders. Let's stretch out our wrists a little bit. First finger and thumb come together, stick the pinkies together, and just start rolling the wrists towards your body. Good, and do the same thing, roll them away from your body. Take the hands, bring them to heart center, inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. Stretching those fingers, stretching the inside of the wrists. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Come up on hands and knees, and let's just float back to a child's pose. Bring those big toes together. Let's bring our knees out wide and start to sit our hips back towards our heels. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, melt down towards your mat. And just relax down in your child's pose. I'm going to just do a quick check, make sure at least everything's okay on Facebook. Okay, everything looks okay. Couple more breaths down in your child's pose. And let's float our body back up to a table position and get ready to come up to our first down dog. Remember, if you're not ready for down dog, stay down on your knees, extend your arms out, come to puppy pose instead. But if you are okay with down dog, just tuck your toes under, start to lift your hips up and back. And we'll shift our weight from one foot to the other. And before I forget, if you're in St. Louis next Saturday from 12 to 4, there's a live wellness event in Forest Park. It's posted on my pages. The information is posted. And I'll make sure I post it again before then. It'll be different yoga instructors and vendors. So it'll be nice. And when you're ready, take your gaze, bring it up in between your hands and start to walk your feet up behind your hands. Inhale up to a half lift to lengthen with a flat back. Exhale, let's melt down to a forward fold, grabbing those elbows. Let's bring a deep bend into our knees so we can kind of rest down on our thighs and stretch our back. And we'll release the elbows, deepen in the knees. Bring your arms up with you as you come up to a standing position. One vertebra at a time, hands feet up above you. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Good. Sweep those arms back, around, and up again. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Couple more times. Sweep the arms back around. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just gathering up all these good energies. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Release the hands down to mountain pose. Palms facing outward. Nice and grounded through the feet. Rock back and forth from the balls of your feet to your heels. Nice and tall in our mountain pose. Making sure our shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. And to help your shoulders relax, let's just take a deep breath. Inhale. Crunch the shoulders up and exhale, relax them down. Exhaling really helps us feel that release in the shoulders. Every now and then when you're just at home or when you're working, just check in with your shoulders and release them. And let's start with a couple sun salutations. We'll inhale those arms up, hands feet up above you, very small back bend. Inhale. Exhale, fall down to a forward fold. You can let those fingertips come to the ground or you can grab those elbows as you hang down. Inhale up to a half lift, nice flat back. Fingertips can stay on the ground or hands can come to shins. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, let's bend into those knees as we plant the hands down in front of the feet, stepping or jumping back to a plank position like we're going to do a push-up. And if you would like to modify, just drop down to those knees, making a ramp from the hips down to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders as you peel the chest off the ground for cobra. And if you want a little more, you can fully extend those arms coming up to up dog. Then we'll make our way back to down dog. You can shift back on those knees first and then tuck the toes under and come up. Or you can just tuck the toes under, come straight up to down dog. Let's take some breaths. Take your gaze, bring it up in between the hands. Step or jump the feet up behind the hands. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, lower down to forward fold. Roll up, bring those arms with you. Inhale, hands meet at the top, small back bend. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Let's move through one more sun salutation. Let's bring our hands back down to mountain pose. Nice strong mountain pose, feeling grounded through the feet. Soft knees. Inhale up. Exhale down, forward fold. Inhale up, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands center from the feet. Step or jump back to plank. Inhale, plank or modified plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Taking some breaths here. I always like to warm up with sun salutations because I want my students to get in the habit of doing sun salutations. It's a great warm up with vinyasa that kind of helps strengthen your body, and it's also just a good sequence to memorize, and it's something you can do on your own. Take your gaze, bring it up in between your hands. Feet come up behind the hands. Inhale up to half lift. Exhale down to forward fold. Roll up as you bring those arms with you, coming up to a standing position. Inhale. Small back in. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Lovely. And bring the hands back down to your sides, coming back down to mountain pose. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. Talking makes my mouth dry. Let's sweep the arms up. Inhale. We're going to step back with our left foot. Coming to a wide stance, letting those right toes face the front of our mat. Back foot might be either parallel with the back of your mat or at a 45-degree angle. Trying to make a nice line from the front heel to the inside arch of your back foot. Bring your arms out wide and we'll bend into the front knee as we come to warrior two. Now check the alignment of your arms. Make sure they're in line. Couple breaths in warrior two. Building up some strength in the core and in our legs. Now let's take our left hand, bring it around to the front, tucking our left elbow on the inside of our right elbow, letting the back of the hands face each other as we bring our forearms up. And if you are uncomfortable with it, you can bring your hands around to touch each other. Then we're just going to pull our forearms up and away, moving to eagle warrior. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale them up. Start to straighten this front leg. Exhale, I'm going to come down to the pyramid pose. So just lowering our chest down towards this front leg. Feel free to have a bend in your front knee if you need a little more, if you need to take some tension off of your hamstring. Now we're going to move into a lunge. So come up on the back toe, bend the front knee. Inhale, bring the chin up, and we'll move between our lunge and our pyramid pose. So we'll exhale back down to pyramid pose. Inhale back up to a lunge. We'll just do that a couple more times. One more time. Inhale up to lunge. Exhale down to pyramid. Let's end in our lunge position. Take your left hand, plant it down on the inside of your right foot, and extend your right arm up to the sky. And if you need a little bit of support, go ahead and bring that back knee down. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bring that back knee down if it's not already down. And I would like you to take this extended arm and reach for that back foot. Even if you're not able to grab it, it's totally fine. We're bending at that back knee and reaching for the back foot. But if you can grab it, that's good too. Open your chest up towards the sky. It gives us a deep stretch in that front quad, in the front of the quad. Inhale. Exhale, release that foot. Bring that arm back around, coming back to a lunge position. Tuck that left toe under as you come off the back knee and step that right foot back, come into plank. And we'll move through our vinyasa. As we move through our vinyasa, we're just lowering down. Chaturanga. Inhale up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. And vinyasa is always optional. If you feel like you need to take a break from vinyasa, you can always just move back to a child's pose or move straight to your down dog. Let's take our gaze, bring it up in between our hands as we start to walk the feet up behind the hands. And roll up to a standing position. Inhale. This time we'll step back with the right foot. Same thing, left toes face in front of the mat. Make that line from the front heel to the inside arch of the back foot. Arms come out wide, bend into that left knee. One more breath. Swing this back arm around towards the front, this time tucking the right elbow on the inside of the left. Back of the hands face each other or palms face each other. Pull those forearms up and away for Eagle Warrior. Inhale. Exhale, unravel those arms. Inhale these arms back up as you straighten the front knee. Exhale, dive down to your pyramid pose. Remember, you can bend into this front knee if you need to. Let's move in and out of pyramid pose in our lunge. So moving into a lunge, inhale. Exhale back down to pyramid. Inhale. Exhale back down to pyramid pose. A couple more times. And if you want to go ahead and move at your own pace, you can. Let's end in a lunge. Go ahead and plant that right hand down on the inside of the left foot as you extend the left arm up towards the sky. Gaze can follow that left hand, or you can look down towards this bottom hand if you need a little more balance and support. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and lower that back knee down if it's not already down. And reach for that back foot as you bend that back knee. And don't worry about being able to reach it fully. If you're not able to reach it, that's fine. Gaze up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the foot. Tuck that back toe under as you come off the back toe. Stepping that left foot back, come into plank. Remember, you can skip your vinyasa or you can move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog, down dog. Couple more breaths. Take your gaze, bring it up in between your hands. Step those feet up. Let's roll up to a standing position. We'll move through that sequence again, just moving more fluid, moving with our breath. Step that left foot back. Inhale. Exhale, move into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, bring that elbow around to the front, tucking the elbows inside of each other, palms face each other, or back of the hands face each other. Inhale, eagle warrior. Exhale, unravel those arms. Inhale the arms up as you straighten the front knee. Exhale, dive down to pyramid. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale back to pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, end in lunge. Exhale, put that left hand down on the inside of the right foot. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring that back knee down. Reach for the back foot as you bend that back knee. Inhale, release the foot. Come back up to a lunge position. Step that right foot back. Exhale. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Also feel free to skip that part. Take some breaths. Gaze comes up in between the hands. Step the feet up behind the hands. Roll up to a standing position. Inhale. Exhale, step back with that left foot. Arms come out wide. Coming to warrior two. Bring that back arm around, tucking the elbows on inside of each other. Back of the hands face each other or palms. Inhale up to your eagle warrior. Exhale, unravel those arms. Inhale, straighten that front knee. Exhale, fall down to your pyramid pose. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Ending in a lunge, inhale. Exhale, plant that left hand element inside the right foot. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, bring that back knee down, reach for that back foot. Inhale, release the arms. Come back up to a lunge position. Step that right foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog or puppy pose. Couple breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop down to the knees for a mini break because I'm hot already. Take a sip of water if you need to. You can be in your child's pose if you like. And when you're ready, we'll make our way back up to a down dog. Let's step that left foot in a half step. You can also do this from down on your knees, so don't feel compelled to be up and down dog. Extend that right leg back, inhale. Exhale, step it up in between the hands. Go ahead and come down on the back knee. Bring the top of the back foot flat. And we'll sweep these arms up as we come to low lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. And we're gonna twist, letting that left elbow hook on the outside of the right knee as we face the right side. Inhale here. Exhale, release those hands down to the ground. Let's tuck that back toe under as we lift the knee off of the ground and sweep the arms up for a high lunge. And if you need a little more support, go ahead and rotate that back heel down. Come to warrior one instead. Let's straighten the front knee. Go ahead and rotate that back heel down if it's not already down. Arms will come out wide. Then we'll reach forward with this right arm and lower it down to our shin, to our ankle, or maybe even to the ground as the left arm extends up towards the sky. And let's take an inhale, bringing our body back to an upright position. We'll let this left hand rest on the back leg. Right arm scoops up and back for a reverse triangle. Inhale. Exhale, wiggle those hands down. Come to a lunge position. Step that right foot back. You can take a rest or move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Cobra. Down dog. Take some breaths. Let's walk this right foot in a half step. Start to extend the left leg up and back this time. Inhale. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest. Step the foot up in between the hands. Come down on the back knee, top of the back foot comes flat. Sweep those arms up for low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Let's twist to the left. Put that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Come back to center. Go ahead and bring those hands down for a lunge position. Tucking that back toe under, coming off that back knee, sweeping those arms up for a high lunge. Be careful here. Remember, rotate that back heel down if you need support. Let's straighten that front knee. Inhale, arms come out wide. Exhale, reach forward with the left hand. Come down to triangle pose on this side. Take an inhale, bring those arms back upright. Let this back hand rest back. Left arm scoops up and back. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill down, come to a lunge position. Step the left foot back. Feel free to take a break or move through your vinyasa. Take some breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop down to those knees. Float your body back to child's pose for a couple breaths. And let's shift our weight forward, coming down to our belly. And we'll move into locust pose. So just take your arms, rest them down at your sides, bring your forehead down to the mat. And then on an inhale, lift your chest and head off the ground. Gaze is down towards your mat. Squeeze those inner thighs as you lift the legs off the ground as well. Coming to locust pose. Strengthening those glutes, the legs, the shoulders, the back. Inhale. Exhale, relax down. And we'll do it one more time. Forehead comes down to your mat. Arms are resting at your sides. Feet are hips width apart. Bring the chest and head off the ground. Pull those shoulders back. Engage those inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Take the hands, bring them underneath the shoulders. Float your body back to child's pose again. Does to counteract that back bending we just did. And let's float our body back up to a table position. And we will come down to our sits bones, bringing those feet around in front, knees are bent. And we'll get ready to come to boat pose. Just a little bit of ab work here. All I want you to do is take your hands and rest them at your sides. Take your feet, lift them off the ground. Shift your weight up to those sits bones. Come to boat pose. If you're feeling comfortable here, go ahead and extend your arms out in front. And just hold. Try not to round the back too much. Try to keep that back nice and straight. Take an inhale, exhale, lower down, hug the knees. And we'll do it a couple more times. Let's get ready for our second one. Hands can be behind you, giving you support. Feet could come off the ground. Hands can also come behind the knees to help give you some support. But if you're feeling comfortable here, go ahead and extend those arms out in front. Feeling that belly trembling. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the feet down, hug the knees. Let's move into our boat pose one more time. Hands resting at the sides. Feet coming off the ground. Arms come out in front of you, feeling comfortable. 2 more breaths. 1 more full breath. Good. Rest the feet down, hug the knees. Let's swing these legs around as we come back up to table. And we'll float our body forward, coming to a cobra pose. So go ahead and come down to the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the shoulders. Just lifting the belly up. We're just stretching our belly out a little bit here. And if you're feeling comfortable, feel free to straighten those arms, coming up to up dog. If you want to create some more weight, stretching the front of the belly more, you can engage those thighs and lift them off the ground a little bit. Good. And let's just float back to our child's pose again. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sigh it out as you melt down into your child's pose. And on your next inhale, float your body back up to a table position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, letting the eyes of the elbows face the front of the room. And we'll move into some cat-cow. Taking an inhale, lifting the chin up, letting the shoulder blades meet, flipping the tailbone upward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone down, tuck your chin down towards your chest. And we'll just move in and out of those 2 positions with our breath. Inhale up, exhale down. And you can stay with your cat-cow, or if you want to roll the head and the hips towards the right side, you can. Just getting a different sensation in the back. And you can move the opposite way. Come back to a neutral position. Let's get us a nice shoulder stretch here. Take that right arm, extend it out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm upward, bringing it behind your left arm. Let your right ear and right shoulder come down to your mat. Your left hand can stay planted on the ground, or you can inhale it up and bend it behind your back. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Coming back up to a table position. Let's move into that on the other side. Inhale, the left arm out to the side. Exhale, bring it behind the right. Left ear, left shoulder come down. Let this right arm stay planted on the ground or bend up and behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down as you press into the right hand. Come back up to a table position. Let's come to a seated position, bringing those legs out in front. And we'll just come to our easy seated forward bend. Sweeping those arms up, inhale. Exhale, lower down to your easy seated forward bend. Just letting those hands fall wherever they fall. Don't worry about being able to reach your toes. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower down. Take a couple more breaths in your seated forward bend. And let's roll up to a seated position. Let's bend at our knees, bringing the feet flat on the ground. We'll scoot our hips close to our heels as we lower down to our back. Take your knees, hug them into the chest. Feel free to rock side to side. And from here, we'll take our arms, bring them on the inside of the knees, grabbing the outside of the feet, and then letting those feet face the ceiling. Kind of pressing those feet down, pressing the knees down. Coming to happy baby pose. And you can rock from one side to the other in your happy baby pose. Getting a nice hip stretch here. It's a much needed hip stretch for me. Inhale. Exhale, release the feet, bringing them flat on the ground. Let's take our right ankle, cross it over our left knee. Both feet will be flexed, and we can take the hands. You can either grab behind that knee or the back of the thigh as you pull the leg into your chest. Now for some people, just staying in the original position is fine, but whichever one works for you. Try to keep both of those feet flexed. This is also called upside down pigeon pose. So if sometimes in class we're doing regular pigeon and you feel like you're just not able to reach that pose, you can always move into this pose, upside down pigeon. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release that leg, uncross the ankle. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee. Same thing, you can grab behind the thigh, you can grab behind the knee, and pull it in towards your chest. Keeping those feet flexed. Couple more breaths. Again, inhale. Exhale, release the leg, uncross the ankle. Take your knees, bring them up to a 90-degree angle as your feet come off the ground. Our arms will come out wide and we'll let both knees fall over to the right side. Try to keep the shoulders as close to the ground as possible. Your gaze can be up towards the ceiling, or you can look over to the left side of your body. Look in the opposite way of the knees. Couple more breaths on this side. Take your knees, bring them back up to 90 degrees. This time, let your legs fall over to the left, gaze over to the right, if that feels okay. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale the knees back to center. Hug the knees into the chest one last time. And you can release the legs, coming down to corpse pose, letting your feet meet the corners of your mat and your arms rest at your sides with your palms facing upward. Or if you prefer to do your final meditation in a seated position, you can do that as well. And we'll just start to come back to those long, slow breaths we used at the beginning of class. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Second, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more, inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. And come back to your natural breath again. Just really tapping into your breath. And just take some time to notice the feeling of the breath. Notice the coolness as the breath comes in and how it slowly starts to get warm as it reaches your lungs. And then notice that warmth as you exhale. This time right now is your meditation time. This is your me time. This is your time to let go of any outside thoughts, any worries, and just focus in on right now. And while you're here, you'll feel outside thoughts start to come into your mind. And that's okay. Try not to force these thoughts out, but rather just let them pass through. Let them go and then focus back in on your breathing. And today I have a quote I would like to read to you. And the quote is from Rumi. And it reads, "Let the water settle, and you will see the moon and stars mirrored in your own being." I'll read it for you again. Let the water settle, and you will see the moon and stars mirrored in your own being. Just take a moment to let those words resonate within your mind and body, and to feel and reflect on what that quote might mean to you. Let the water settle. Take this time right now to let go of rumination and overthinking. Let the waves and the waters within your body settle, allowing them to be calm. And as you let the water settle, you will see the moon and the stars mirrored in your own being. You can see that the universe lives within you, that you are a part of the universe. And although you are just a speck of the universe, there's so much that lives within you, that lives inside of your body. Sometimes we have to let the water settle. Sometimes we have to let the thoughts pass through and be on their way, so that we can see our true selves, so we can see the galaxies and the vastness within us. And just continue to let your body relax, to let your mind relax. As you spend your quiet time here. And on your next inhale, just begin to wiggle your fingers and toes as you come back into your body and back into the room. And when you're ready, if you're laying down, you can roll over onto your favorite side using your arm as a pillow. Taking a moment to reflect on any affirmations you may have set for yourself, to reflect on the quote we just went over, and also to show yourself some gratitude for practicing self-care and self-love today. And when you're feeling ready, you can come up to a comfortable seated position. Palms facing upward for receiving or downward for grounding, depending on what you need today. And together, my friends, we'll gather up all the energy in the room as we inhale the hands up above us in prayer. Exhale, float them down to heart center. And I want to thank you all for sharing your time, your energy, your space with me, and for trusting me to be your guide. Namaste. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for being here with me. Remember that next Saturday at Forest Park, there'll be a wellness event. If you want more information, you can just follow my social media and I'll post the flyers for you. And I'll see you back here next week. Peace and love.